What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we're talking about linebacker from LSU, Jabril Cox. And we all know the Washington football team has a huge need at the linebacker spot. And I love this dude, honestly, to fill that need in the second or third round. And there's a very good chance he might be there in the third round now. He's been falling since not performing in his pro day. He did not run the 40, and people were talking about how he didn't have a great Senior Bowl. I mean, he didn't flash. He didn't do much. He was kind of just there. They didn't really do much towards his way either. So overall, though, I liked watching Jabril Cox because this dude can cover, and he's got great size. Let's take a look at this. 6'4", 231 pounds, and he didn't run his 40, but you could tell on tape this dude's got speed. And honestly, we may get lucky that this dude didn't run his 40 because he could have like a Jamin Davis 40-yard dash potentially, and that would have definitely shot him up the boards. Just having that raw speed is so amazing. But there's a very good chance he may be there at whatever pick we have. I think 74 or whatever it is, 72, somewhere in that range. He might just be there, which would be insane. But I wouldn't mind taking this guy at number 51. Depending on who's there, obviously, I love Liam Eichenberg. If we don't go tackle in the first round, I would love to get Liam in the second. And there might be another tackle. But tackle's so deep, you could get like a special project later, like a Spencer Brown that, sits behind Cornelius Lucas for a year and all of a sudden turns into a huge stud. Spencer Brown is a dude that's so raw. He needs to sit a year. He's not going to step in day one, but he's got so much speed. Great 6'8", like 315 pounds or something, 320 pounds or something like that, but yet quick. He was a tight end. He's so quick on his feet. But anyway, sorry, enough about Spencer. I made a video on him. Jabril Cox, okay? Jabril Cox, I 37 solo tackles. He had 58 on the year, 3 interceptions, 1 sack. He can rush the passer, though. As I said, he's got that speed, great size. He can get after the passer. They didn't use him a ton in that because they loved him so much in coverage, right? So it's not like he was rushing the passer all the time and just couldn't get there, but he got a nice couple of pressures still, too. And in the run game, you'd like to see him be a little bit more physical, right? When he's going up against some of these tackles and guards, like he could be a little bit where he gets blocked too easily. So he's more of like a will linebacker rather than a true middle linebacker. But he's still a guy that I think could definitely improve this linebacker spot. And because of these things, he didn't run his 40 and he didn't perform extremely well in the run game. Is maybe like he tackles dudes. I mean, when he gets his hands on a dude, they usually go down. So I'm not saying he can't tackle, but usually he can get kind of washed out a little bit, which is not 100% what you would want to see. But that's just why he could fall all the way down to 74, which would be a huge pickup in my opinion. I would love to get him at 74, maybe Monty Rice potentially, maybe in the 4th round maybe in the 4th, where you just all of a sudden you get 2 nice young linebackers. And Jabril Cox, he is so good. I've already mentioned it, but he's so good in coverage. Like, you can put this dude in the slot. He's so quick on his feet and got good speed and lengthy, where it doesn't matter who's out there in the slot, whether it's a tight end, which is a speedy receiver, whether it's a bigger receiver. I think he could guard them all, even at the linebacker spot. He's almost plays like a strong safety, yet he's the size of a linebacker. He kind of reminds me of last year's like Isaiah Simmons, which this dude could have been that kind of dude if he ran the 40, because Isaiah Simmons really shot up the board, because Isaiah Simmons also played strong safety when he first got to Clemson. Then he kind of moved inside because he was so big, like 6'4", whatever. And this kind of guy reminds me of Isaiah Simmons, and I loved Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons did struggle year one, so he could potentially struggle, which may be more reason to take him in the 3rd round. But I would not be mad at all if Washington football team scooped up Jabril Cox in the 3rd round. If they went ahead and got a quarterback, whether they traded up to get him or somebody fell or blah, blah, blah. If they got a quarterback in the 1st, then they maybe go offensive tackle in the 2nd, and then they go Jabril Cox in the 3rd. That would be that would be an awesome draft, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of Mac, but if they got Trey Lance, that would be awesome. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Jabril Cox. I like him. I hope we end up with him. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop in our Discord and come talk some football. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description below. Hit that like button and subscribe. Come on, man. 981. We're so close to that 1,000 mark. Let's get to 1K. And I appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, see ya!